Hello, IRB committee members. This is Shoshana Dayanim, and I am going to orient you to the new Kaiser room, IRB room, and review the new submission protocol so that this will be easier for you to navigate. Starting Winter C, this will be the protocol that we use. So the IRB room is located under My Organizations. When we start truly using this, you will see that it will say, like down here, Institutional Review Board, and it will be 14WC. We are going to currently look at the template room. So because not everything is updated yet in the 14WA, and I will have to regularly make updates so that things carry over from session to session. So we're going to look at the IRB room, and all of you and all faculty have the faculty view. So I'm going to keep it that way since we're looking at it the same way. And help orient you. All right? Oops. Okay. So if you go to the welcome page, I made a little airline video for the IRB, which we don't need to watch right now. Your names as IRB members and your photos will be going down in this area as soon as I collect them all. If you haven't sent that, please send that right away. This area, current certified research. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped some, but that's all right. So here will be listed any current running projects. So it's important that you update me when projects are done so that I can take them off the list. They will automatically go off the list when they expire at the end of a year. When I will have to contact you to find out if it's done, or you will have to contact the research mentor or chair. We're going to still be working on that and figuring out what the best way to do that is. Okay, anyway, going back to the order of the side columns, we have a submit a new question area, questions for the IRB. This will be updated regularly. So each session, new questions will be listed from whomever wants to know anything. And then they will become, if they are important enough, they will be listed under the frequently asked questions area. These are hopefully general questions and not, specific to an individual. And I am dividing them up by topics. If you have any questions you think that you are asked a lot, please send them my way, and I will put them on the board. You can also feel free to put them on the board if it's not there already and it's something that you are asked frequently. Let's see. I'm going to skip over the submit an application and come back to that. Opportunities to participate in research. We are using this IRB room as a forum for student participation in research projects. So if you have any research going on, please let me know. I can put it here, and if it's a survey, you can link it here and students can participate. We're using this in the psychology department as students will be receiving assignment credit for participation in research. This will help students gather information. You might want to disseminate this information to your departments and let them know that this is now an option where we'll have a central location where students can go. Okay, next. So on this bottom area is everything that was contained in the IRB guide. So now it's all in this room. Introduction, mission, membership, defining research, the IRB procedures, types of applications, what informed consent is, and then you get down to where it says application forms. Sorry, this is jumping around. Oops, I didn't want to go back there. All right, application forms. Oh, now you can see my video. Okay. Let's see if it comes up. Okay. So here are the application forms. It starts off with the checklist. So students and faculty know what should be included in the applications. And then are a list of all of the application types. And if you click on it, you'll get to the actual application. So here you have exempt, expedited, and full. Then you have the consent and assent forms, the researcher assistant and proxy agreement. Please make sure this is completed if needed. It's possible they will miss this. So if somebody is not collecting their own data, if it's going through like principals handing out surveys or a teacher, they need to fill this out. Internal studies form should only be included when work is being conducted within Kaiser, when participants are gathered from the Kaiser University pool, or data is collected from Kaiser. Application for renewal, notification of completion of protocol. Right now, this is only required of doctoral students. So we still need to make sure that we take the master's students listed on the IRB board off the board. Here's the video walking through the IRB application, which will likely need to be updated because the applications look a little different. And I'll show you that now. So the applications have been updated so that they are all in Word documents, but they're not, the margins and whatnot are not alterable. So if you click on one, let's say the expedited application, since that's the most common, here is the application. We can open it up. Oops. All right, or not. I don't know why it's not working. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So you can open up the application and you will see that it looks a little different. You've got these gray spaces. These gray spaces are to be filled in, okay? So you can see that no matter how much you put in, it's not going to change the margins. It's just going to make it a bigger area. And the same thing will go over here. So it's not going to mess up anything and it'll still remain intact. Make sure that you place your signature, or make sure that the mentor's signature is there. That's forgotten often. And you will forward it when you're done, and I'll show you how this is going to go. Okay, so submitting an application. So the way this is going to work is that, like I mentioned before, all faculty are attached to this room as faculty. So when they get to submit an application area, faculty will be able to see more than students. Students are only going to be able to see this area, which tells them that they can't actually submit the application directly to the IRB, that it needs to go to their chair or research mentor or whatever, and then to the IRB representative. Here, however, lists the protocol so that everybody sees what it's going to look like. Hopefully students won't get confused. If so, I'm just going to move it to the faculty area. But this is so faculty can follow what's going on, and faculty can also check the status of one of their student submissions on their own without bothering you. Okay, so the way it's going to work is the faculty will submit to this box here, which is only viewable for faculty, in this file, sorry, and they will find their department. Let's say it's the Master's in Education. Okay. And under New Submission, they're going to submit the new submission. with the last name and the type of application listed. Okay, so they will do this, like here, Smith application, and it actually should say, I'll do it now, they should write expedited or exempt or full, whichever one it is, okay? So that that's updated. Now, what will happen is I will go in and see that there's a new application, and I will assign it to an IRB committee member to review. So one of you, it'll be in your area. So I will then place it into the assigned and waiting review area. And it'll look like this. So that when you go in, you'll see your name. So this one was assigned to Diana Martin. This is a fake application, by the way. There's nothing in it. And the application itself has the name, the last name of the individual, and a protocol number, okay? Now, when Diana gets this, I will email you to let you know that you have something waiting. Then what you will do, and I have to go in another way. My computer is acting up, and it's brand new. So let's go back, and I'll come back in and show you what you need to do, because you can't always edit for some reason when you go backwards. So again, I'm going to go down to where it says IRB applications and Masters in Ed. So let's say I'm Diana and I just got the email and I'm checking to see what's waiting for me. So I go into the assigned and waiting review, and there may be lots in here, there may be only one thing in here. And so, okay, so I'm Diana and now I got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the status up here. I'm going to actually change the content rather, not the status. Okay, so right now it says assigned to Martin, and then it's going to say you're going to write down under review, by Martin, and then the date. Okay? You can do it that way, you can do it this way. Okay, this is probably better. Under review, Martin, and the date. All right, so then you will save that. So the document is still there, but I know that you have seen it, you've gotten it, it's under review. This way, faculty member can go in and see who's responsible for reviewing this and what the status is, okay? And the date helps everybody gauge what's going on. Now, if, for instance, you go and you open up the application and you say that this is missing a ton of information, this is not any good, it's got to go back. And again, you go to edit and you mark in here what's going to happen. So you would write, let's see, and this, okay. So then you would put here, returned on, and the date might be the same and it might not, to, I don't know, let's just say, I don't know, let's say me, okay? But it's not, but it's whoever the chair of the research mentor is, okay? So I'll just say mentor. And you want to put why it was returned, and you can say missing chair signature, okay, which happens a lot. All right, so now you have this documented, and then when you come back later, you will say could be resubmitted, and they can email you the resubmission, and then you can update it in here. under review, and then you do it again. So let's say it's already the 5th. Okay? Now, when you're done, what you're going to do is you're going to move this. Okay? Get back to it. So you're going to go back into the folders. This is really slow today. And you're going to take that application, you're going to delete it from the area where it was assigned in waiting review, and you're going to place it into reviewed and waiting for final certification. So here is where you're going to enter it, and you enter it as an item. All right, and you just write Smith and the protocol number, okay, and here, you write that it is ready to be reviewed, okay, ready for review. In addition, you're going to send an email to me where the title will just be Smith and Protocol ready to review. You don't need to have anything in the content, just send that so that I know to look in here. Then I will look in here and be the second pair of eyes to look at it and to officially certify it and send the notice to the student's mentor. Then what happens is this application, after it's stamped, gets moved to the main IRB portal, which you may or may not have access to, just for archiving purposes for our records. And then it gets listed under the current certified research with the dates. Okay, and this way people can track what's going on, and we all know what's going on as well. Now, I know that there will be a learning curve here, so please bear with me, have some patience. Email me with questions, call me, that's all fine. All right, and hopefully this will start running smoothly and just be an easier, more organized process overall. Thank you, and I'll see you in the